This podcast contains strong language and discussions about relationships, sex, and love. It may not be suitable for younger listeners. This is the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, and I am Nixalina. Hi, it's Nixalina. Welcome back to another episode of me. I really need my own theme tune, right? I need to work on this. Hi, it's Nixalina. Oh, I get sick of saying my own fucking name these days. Hi, it's Nixalina, everyone. Welcome. This episode is called Dude, It Ain't a Flex to Pay for Sex. I love that. Can we just appreciate that for a moment? The wording's brilliant. It ain't a flex to pay for sex. How I've not thought about doing that before, I do not know. This is what happens when I have shower thoughts, my friend. And also, what a fucking topic. Can't believe I've not covered this yet. Because I am fucking disgusted about how many men these days, especially where I live, seem very proud to pay sex workers for sex. It has become a badge of honour. I'll give you a few examples. One of my exes, he cheated and he seemed to think the cheating was more acceptable because it was a hooker. What? Wow. Yeah. Because it was someone he paid to fuck, it didn't mean there was an emotional attachment, aka not really an affair, aka not really cheating, aka should be forgiven. I'm like, in what fucking planet did you crawl out from where you believe I'm going to go, oh, you fucked a prostitute? Oh, don't worry about it. What's for dinner? What do you want me to cook? Spaghetti bolognese, your favourite? What? Oh, sorry, what now? But it's true. The lack of shame and the lack of any understanding in his brain. I could see the little cogs ticking when he couldn't fathom that I weren't going to forgive this. I'm like, you still fuck someone, mate. You fuck me for free. Pay me, you cunt. Because the sex ain't worth it anyway. You pay me. Don't pay her. Pay me. And I'll go buy some fucking shoes. Right? That's one example. Another example, my friend, not me, my friend had a lodger. I don't know what he did. I think he was a lawyer. Well-paid dude. And had a wife and kids in a different country. Soon, every other weekend, she was seeing women leave in the morning in athleisure gear, or be leaving in an oversized t-shirt and some shorts underneath. His oversized t-shirt, lest we add. And then she'll find condoms in the bathroom toilet. And long story short, it was fucking prostitutes. She actually made him move out because she didn't want hookers in her house. And she'd obviously accepted him as a lodger because he's a married man who's got a wife and kids in the UK. You don't think you're going to get that kind of shit where she's got absolute strangers. You don't know these people and they're coming in and out of your house and ew, she just didn't want anything part of it. I was gobsmacked. Another example, I could go on. This would be my third and final. We don't need more than 3 and I love a trilogy. One of my recent exes actually proudly presented life about paying for sex. Not only did he frequent KTVs more times than I cook Sunday roasts, not only did he do that, he told me about it. In fact, nay, we argued about it because he felt he should be able to go KTVs. He should. He should be able to take his single friends there. But he won't do anything. But he did used to do stuff. I've seen the messages. I've seen the fucking messages from the exes who were screaming at him because he'd go to a KTV and use the same girl. And this friend of his told the girl and she found out about the KTV girl. It was a whole thing. I read it all. But then he wants to go KTVs with me, and I'm like, over my dead fucking body. Because you obviously don't go there and just enjoy a watch and a sing. You go there and you get your dick sucked or you fuck them over the counter. Don't you? And if we'd ever go out, we went to an event and there'll be a private room, I wandered in with him looking around. Oh, yeah, this is nice. You know what he said to me? There was a bar area around the back, tiny bar in a fridge. And he's like, oh, if I was in this room, I'd have a woman bent over here by now, fucking her in a private karaoke room. I'm like, oh, did you just say that out loud? But it's true. He was proud of it. He felt it made him the big I am. And the worst point of call, I can't believe he even said this. Like a month after we separated, I saw him. And I was sober. He weren't. And for whatever reason, beknownst to man, his brain cell decided, brain cell, singular, thanks for noticing, decided to come out with this treat. He said to me he wanted to go to Thailand with the boys. Wants to go Thailand. Wants to go Phuket. Because, and he said, you need to understand this, Nix. All men really want is the paid girlfriend experience in Thailand. You know, they're not just sex workers. They're actually a girlfriend experience. You get to pay for it. And that's what men want. They want to enjoy. I can't get through it. It actually was deadly serious when you told me about this. They want the paid Thailand girlfriend experience for the weekend. That's what men truly want. So he's sitting there in his house telling his recent actual girlfriend, who was free. I'm free, by the way. You don't have to pay me for the girlfriend experience. I don't upgrade to wife experience and I'm asked you to drop 10k a month. No, it's free. That's how it works. Like normal people. He's sitting there telling his actual ex-girlfriend about how he wants to pay for the girlfriend experience in Phuket. I was just mind blown. Also, lest we not forget to touch upon the fact this guy claimed to be so broke he couldn't even pay me rent. So he couldn't pay me rent, but he could blow $150 on a whore. Right. And the poor guy, the poor fucker, you got to pity him at this point, actually publicly signed up to a massage Facebook group. How embarrassing. And the Facebook group tagged him. Oh, I cringe for him. Welcome new members. So he's on a Facebook group trying to find sex workers that are disguised as massage girls. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've never used one, but I'm sure they do massage, right? They are masseuses at some level, ain't they? I don't know. How embarrassing. I got secondhand shame and embarrassment on his behalf. I just thought that's the cringiest thing forever. That will now live forever on the internet. It's fucking brilliant. But, let's strip it back to the crux of this episode. There was no shame for him or any of these men that I've detailed. I've only detailed 3 scenarios that I personally know about. It's a badge of honor these days. My ex felt he could cheat with a prostitute, and that means it's not cheating. My other ex felt he could sign up to massage parlors, go to KTVs, and brag about being able to pay for these women. It ain't a flex, bro. It makes you the lowest of the low. Now listen. I am not shaming the sex industry. Of all people, I'm not shaming the sex industry. And I actually do have some deep empathy with these women that end up in the sex industry. Some of them have no choice. Some of them love it. Like, it's your body, honey. You do you. And some of them cash it in. I'm like, girl, fucking own it. My main issue is when men see it as some sort of lifestyle choice, especially if they have a woman at home. And they flex it like, oh, I went away for the weekend and like, yeah, like splashes cash because, you know, it's so cheap. Yeah. And I got my head sucked. Oh, well done. You paid to get your fucking head sucked. What a fucking man you are. Not. This is sarcasm. Okay? I used to live in a world where paying sex workers was something men did on the sly and were ashamed, and maybe it's because they couldn't find a woman. Maybe they were tired of being alone. Maybe they didn't want the ag of dating, you know, stuff like that. Single men. And I'm like, okay. But for some reason, it's now turned into something that's almost normalised, verging on something to be proud of. What? And lest we not forget to point out, there are female versions for us. Ladies and gentlemen, there are male prostitutes. There are male masseuses. Yeah, no, that can finish you off. And you bet your whole life savings, if I said to either one of those exes, oh, I'm just going to go to a massage parlor and I'm going to get the guy to finger me until I come, and then I'm going to come home and walk the dog. Is that all right? You bet they would be fucking livid. They would split up with me. What, you been fingered by another guy? Oh, did you have sex in the massage parlor as well? Yeah, but only the tip went in, and then I gave him a tip after. Is that okay? Fucking jokes of men, honestly. Honey, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. No, I've never done it like that. No, I've never gone for paid sex. But it's out there. It's out there for us. You know what? I get sex without an exchanging of cash. I have men knocking at my door who actually want to be around me. I have men wanting to date me. I have men in my bed enjoying the experience because they're with me, not because they can chuck $150 at me after and I give them a shit blowy, or I lie there in silence as they pound me, waiting for my next client to turn up. I mean, come on. Do as you wish, ladies and gentlemen, as you wish, but do not think paying for sex is a flex. It makes people think ill of you. And the only other people that think you're the fucking man is other men paying for it as well. You're like a band of brothers. That's cringe. Do you understand? Okay. I hope I've made my feelings clear. Do as you wish, dudes. Just don't fucking brag about it. Good. Glad we cleared this one up. Even the shit I come out with, like, did that actually happen? Of course it happened. Of course he signed up to a Facebook group. Of course. Ew. I feel disgusted being attached to such types of man now. I'm horrified for me. I'm like, you lowered your standards, girl. What the fuck was that about? I'm like, I don't know. I must have just been drunk the whole time. Right, blab it on. Let me check this one out. Do you pay for sex? Have you ever cheated but paid for it? Do you have a man or a woman who's paid for sex behind your back? Has it ruined your relationship? Tell me everything. Are you a sex worker and you want to talk to me about it? Hell yeah, girl. Fucking slide in my DMs. I'm here for it. At Nixalina, Nixalina. And with that, I will love you and leave you all and look forward to seeing you all next week. Thanks for listening to the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast. Produced and hosted by me, Nixalina, and recorded in the Splicecast Studios in Singapore. I'm available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and all major podcast listening apps. Do subscribe to enjoy a new episode every Monday evening. Please do give me a 5-star review. It helps other people also find my podcast. For more content and features to read, you can check out my website, Nixalina.com. That's Nixalina.com. I'm also on social media. Simply search at Nixalina, Nixalina, to find me. Don't be shy. Come say hi.